Hey guys, nobody here. Today I'm going to be comparing the BAL 27 Obsidian Steed with the HBR A3 Insanity. These are considered by most people to be the two best guns in the game, but which gun is actually better? The Obsidian Steed has increased damage and mobility, but reduced just about everything else except for range, which remains the same. The Insanity has increased damage and increased fire rate with reduced handling, while everything else remains the same. Now, with all the nerfs and buffs done in recent updates, it's hard to say how accurate these stats really are, so that's why we have to put these guns to the test. The first thing we will look at is hipfire spread with no attachments. So the Obsidian Steed starts out with very tight hipfire spread, but then the gun starts to bounce upward in a pretty straight line. The Insanity, on the other hand, did not do as well, and it looks like it bounces around a bit more from side to side, and it doesn't ever have as tight of a spread as the Obsidian. So I think the Obsidian Steed has the better hipfire spread overall. So now we'll look at the accuracy while aiming down sights. The Obsidian Steed has a little more scattered spread with a little bit more of a Y shape to it. The bullets kind of go every which way. The bullets do stay in the center more, which is better center speed, but it's a little inaccurate because it's bouncing left and right, which could cause problems. The aiming down sights accuracy for the Insanity is a little better than the Obsidian Steed. The HBR does have a longer spread, but it goes up in a straight line, which makes for quicker headshots and quicker kills. Looking at close range shots to kill, it is 3 shots to kill for the HBR, and it is also 3 shots to kill for the BAL. Looking at headshots, it's the same thing, 3 shots to kill with the HBR and 3 shots to kill with the BAL. And it's the same with long range headshots, 3 shots to kill with the HBR and 3 shots to kill with the BAL. This is where these guns differ the most. It's 3 shots to kill at long range for the BAL, but it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 shots to kill with the HBR Insanity. The next thing we're going to test is time to kill, which is hard to do, but I'm trying my best here. When raising the Insanity, I raise it at 0.5 seconds. The gun is shooting at 0.7 seconds, so that's 0.2 seconds raise time. The target is destroyed at 0.9 seconds, which is an additional 0.2 seconds. So the entire time to kill for the Insanity is 0.4 seconds. When raising the BAL, I raise it at 0.1 seconds. The gun is shooting at 0.4 seconds, so that's 0.3 seconds raise time. The kill is at 0.7 seconds, so the total time to kill for the Obsidian Steed is 0.6 seconds, which is 0.2 seconds worse than the HBR Insanity. Looking at long range time to kill for the Insanity, the gun is raised at 65.9 seconds, the gun is shooting at 66.01 seconds, so it's 0.2 seconds raise time. The kill is at 66.5 seconds, which is an additional 0.4 seconds, so the total long range time to kill for the Insanity is 0.6 seconds, which is equal to the BAL's short range time to kill. Looking at long range time to kill for the Obsidian Steed, the gun is raised at approximately 48.2 seconds, the gun is shooting at 48.5 seconds, that's 0.3 seconds raise time. The kill is at 48.8 seconds, which is an additional 0.3 seconds, so the total long range time to kill for the Obsidian Steed is 0.6 seconds, which is obvious considering it takes the same 3 shots to kill at short range as it does for the long range of this gun. So while the Insanity takes 1 bullet more to kill at long range, it still takes about the same amount of time to kill at long range as the Obsidian Steed, and given that the Insanity has the better accuracy, it's more likely to get the quicker kill at long range. Looking at hipfire time to kill for the Insanity, the first shot is at 6.1 seconds, the kill is at 6.4 seconds, 4 shots are fired, and the hipfire time to kill is 0.3 seconds. Looking at the hipfire time to kill for the Obsidian Steed, the first shot is at 83.2 seconds, the kill is at 83.4 seconds, 3 shots are fired, and the hipfire time to kill is 0.2 seconds, which is 0.01 second better than the HBR Insanity. Looking at reload time for the Insanity, it's 2.1 seconds for a normal reload, it's 1.7 seconds for a speed reload, and it's 2.3 seconds for a full reload. Looking at reload time for the BAL, it's 2.1 seconds for a normal reload, it's 1.8 seconds for a speed reload, and it's 2.4 seconds for a full reload. So let's see how that affects my performance in the firing range. Now when I'm testing these guns in the firing range, I know there is some human error, but I'm putting the same amount of try-hard effort in both of my attempts. Both guns do not have any attachments, so I am testing them in their purest form. The clip size of the HBR is 2 bullets smaller than the bow, so I do have to reload more, but I think the reload time of the HBR is a little bit faster than the bow, so that evens things out. The major difference between these guns are their damage and range, so we'll see which gun performs better. I do not like the iron sights of the HBR, and the Insanity does not let you change sights, so that is a major drawback. But anyway, as we reach the end here, I completed the range in 46.8 seconds with 78% accuracy. Moving on to the bow, it does have 2 more bullets in the clip than the HBR, which is advantageous, especially when adding extended mags, but I still don't like the overall feel of the bow. It's noticeably less accurate, which makes me try even harder to be accurate in the firing range. It just doesn't feel as refined as the Insanity. However, it does get quicker long-range kills because it takes 1 less shot to kill at long range. So I actually was thinking that I was going to do worse in the firing range with the bow, but to my surprise, I'm actually doing better. And I completed it with 45.2 seconds with 83% accuracy, which is slightly better than what I did with the HBR. But that doesn't mean the bow is better, it just means I tried harder with the bow. So this means the Obsidian Steed is a great long-range weapon. It's excellent for hipfire. The large clip and long range allows you to pick up double kills and outgun snipers. The fast fire rate combined with high damage and a large clip size gets you out of those sticky situations. The only times the Obsidian Steed kills faster than the Insanity are those long-range kills and those close-range hipfire kills. But the Obsidian usually fails at medium range. When looking at the Insanity, it's just a much more versatile gun. It allows you to play much more aggressive and rack up a lot of kills in a short amount of time. It's excellent for close to medium range combat, but it still does well at fairly long ranges, and that quick reload time allows you to pick up quick kills. I tend to go on more kill streaks with the Insanity, but you may win a gunfight with the bow if you're firing from the hip at close range, or if you're shooting from very long range where most other guns damage kind of drops off. But most gunfights are at close range, and not too many people are good at firing from the hip, so overall the Insanity will win more gunfights than the Obsidian Steed. So if I had to rate these guns from 1 to 10, for time to kill, I give the Insanity a 9 and I give the Obsidian Steed an 8.5 because the Insanity gets those quicker close range kills. For accuracy, I give the Insanity a 9 and the Obsidian Steed a 7 because the Insanity has excellent accuracy and the Obsidian Steed has a lot of recoil, so it really needs a foregrip to be any good. For reload time, I give the Insanity a 9.5 and I give the Obsidian Steed a 9 because they both have quick reloads, but the Insanity is slightly faster. For clip size, I give the Insanity an 8 and the Obsidian Steed an 8.5 because the HBR has 30 bullets and the Obsidian Steed has 32 bullets in the clip, but they're both average size clips. For iron sights, I give the Insanity a 7.5 and the Obsidian Steed a 9.5 because I'm not a huge fan of the HBR iron sights. They look cool and everything, but they really block your view, while the Obsidian Steed has next to perfect iron sights. So if we average these scores out, the Insanity gets an 8.6 out of 10 and the Obsidian Steed gets an 8.5 out of 10. Now I am aware the Obsidian Steed used to be the best gun in the game, but after they nerfed it so much, I really think the Insanity is now the better gun overall.